And nigga, be real to yourself before you real with anybody else. Gang. What's the deal? What's the deal, man? It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy, man. We back cracking. Hey, catch this nugget, though, man. They tried to take down, man, hey, the leader of the free world. Hey, I don't care how y'all cut this, though, right? And I am going to open up the panel in a second, though, but catch this nugget, though, man. I just find it ironic that the moment he started talking about them borders, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what Trump trying to do. You see what I'm saying? And hey, they saying it's an assassination on that man's life. Let's be honest. That man said what he's going to do. He do not want somebody to come over across that border and have it their way. You see what I'm saying? He already demonstrated that inflation was going to be even higher. I believe that, you know, people have the right to fight for equality, you know, finding happiness in whatever country it may be. Donald Trump ain't going for that shit. Donald Trump have decided to run with the Mellon community, and Biden have decided to ride with the other side. So it's kind of looking like a war. You see what I'm saying? Trump is catering towards, you know, the African American community, and Biden said, "Hey man, y'all can come over here and cross that border, man. Y'all just come over here, man. Y'all don't even got, if y'all find a house that's vacant, y'all can stay there for a year. Matter of fact, we give y'all $400,000 and all of these incentives, you know, for anybody that want to come to America, which is fine. I have none. I'm not into it. I'm not a politician. But let's be honest, though, right? Man, they tried to take that boy down. You see what I'm saying? For some reason, it seems like Trump he's going to make it back. He's going to get his seat. Not only, first of all, he's a convicted felon. You know what I'm saying? Everybody resonate to that boy, man. Man, come on. The nigga's shoes, them gold ass shoes that nigga was slanging online, that nigga sold out within 48 hours. That motherfucking shoes are like $300 a pop. Nigga sold more units than Kanye around this motherfucker. You know, and you know, and I talked to Trump personally. He said, "Hey, Nina Boy, when I get inside office, I'm gonna go get me a black girl. I want some juice. Yeah, I'm about something a little loose on the side too. Yeah, I'm gonna get, you know, I've been to jail. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the people he didn't pardon. Donald Trump have pardoned so many rappers. He didn't got, man, look, bro. I know Biden is not going. I don't think Biden think he's going to get the African American votes. I highly feel like he's not going to get it. So his only way to really stay in office is to do what? You see what I'm saying? Go towards the other side. You see what I'm saying? Now to me, it's a political war between, you know, parties, you know, Democrats and Republicans, but between the voting rights, it's like between the black and the brown. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm about to open up this panel and we gonna get through this reaction. Man, it's not gonna be a long reaction, but yeah, man, we gonna get through it, man. If y'all got some 1-2s, y'all want to pop y'all big ones, y'all got some big opinions, man. Hey, come on up. But man, listen to me, man. Hey, not only did Donald Trump catch a motherfucking a felony, you know what I'm saying? The nigga got shot. We want Donald Trump around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because a lot of brown communities, they're doing skits where they're running up and they popping at him. You know what I'm saying? Because he been adamant about that border. You see what I'm saying? Hey, look, man. What he say? Nigga, keep your enemy small and your walls tall. You know what I'm saying? And look, hey, man, and it's messed up that he has that way of thinking. I think everybody have the right to equality, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them dudes to be like, no, stay here. Just no, because I honestly believe America is part of Mexico. Like California was part of Mexico. A lot of land was really taken from them. You know what I'm saying? And hey, I feel like, look, they got a right to be here as much as anybody else. And anybody that have any discrimination on any ethnicity, homie, it is not cool. You know what I'm saying? So if you do come up here, do not have no discrimination on any color, creed, my nigga. I don't get down with that shit. I believe in people and people had a right to fight for equality, bro. Now Donald Trump, on the other hand, hey man, that nigga, he ain't like me. He's not equal. You know what I'm saying? That dude, he's not fair. But I think a lot of the the communities resonate to Donald Trump though, because Donald Trump didn't caught cases. Donald Trump, he have done more for the African American community than damn near Obama. You see, and he proven that. Yeah, he might be. Some people might say he might be a psychopath that can press a button at any time that can take us to a whole nother, unnecessary war. But at the same time, man, Donald Trump, man, hey, look, he got caught fucking with prostitutes on the side and shit, you know what I'm saying? Infidelity, and like his little dames and shit, and he got that little European, that foreign little wife and all that shit. I mean, one time I seen her, she was trying to grab her hand and she like, don't touch me, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? He's like, bitch, I'll give you $1 million, shut up. Hey, Trump is with it. And then after he get popped in the ear, catch this nugget dog. The nigga throwing it up. Black power. Man, that nigga threw up the black power sign, bro. You see what I'm saying? I said unfucking believable. You know what I'm saying? I'm motherfucking whoop right now, nigga. We did a 14-hour show, nigga, last night. Shout out to the Party Line crew, Caramel, News, Lady. Shout out to my girls, man. They was holding it down in this motherfucker, man. Shout out to my other girl, Shalana, man. Even though Shalana, I know she always down around. That's my other girl too, man. Hey, but anyway, let's jump into this motherfucking reaction, gang. Let's go. If y'all want to come up in the panel, I'm gonna drop the link one more time if y'all want to come up. But Donald Trump even took a bullet, bro. Oh, this nigga, hey, Donald Trump getting back in the chair, man. He undefeated right now. That nigga really kicking ass. Let's go.
Right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Oh my God, look, the nigga got popped. Talking about, hey, look, come on, but hey, bro. I bet you they gonna try to blame it on the Latino community, man, and which is not fair to say. We cannot say that, somebody from the Latino community did that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga, when my SA people come through, nigga, they loud with it. Like, what's up, doggy? Fuck you, Holmes. Pop, 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 pop. Down the truck. Hey, yeah, you got your ass popped talking about my essays, homie. Better watch your mouth, dog. Hey, Donald Trump, bro, he is crazy. Hey, man, Nina, a sellout. Hey, man, I can't do nothing with you little niggas in the comment section. Last time I checked, man, I'm 100,000 subscribers, bro. I don't think a single nigga in the comment section, bro, could really get me to even feel some type of way with y'all little weak ass comments. But no, I'm definitely for everybody, bro. You see what I'm saying? I believe black and brown should come together without it. Make no doubt about it. We have been through enough in this country, my nigga, for us to be having wars against each other. I don't believe in that. I'm a straight shooter. I don't do no circles. I do straight lines. I honestly believe that black and brown should come together. And I honestly believe this, though. When it comes to community, and people can feel how they want to feel. The African American community is the only community where a woman says that she's not going to cater to her man unless he's financially stable. And I have a problem with that, because it could be a Latino community where the man is on a corner selling oranges on the freeway, and his wife is coming to bring him breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and play with the kids, and be grateful that he's standing on that corner, nigga, flipping oranges, no matter how much money he got. You see what I'm saying? With our community, nigga, we gotta have some money. Like only ones that's truly love is women and children. You know what I'm saying? A man is love is based off of how he's providing. Have y'all ever noticed? And I'm gonna get back to it. And this is just some real shit, man. Do y'all realize when a man come home for putting the food on the table, You got to hold hands and say grace. You got to thank God. It ain't even thank the man who went to work to pay for it. Everybody grab each other's hands. Let's say our prayer. Let's say our grace. Dear Lord, thank you for providing this food on the table. You know how that feel for a man? Be like, damn, bitch, you can't say thank my husband, thank my man for bringing this food home so we can eat. It's never thank the man. It's thank God. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like, that's some real shit. And I don't care how you cut it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I love the Lord just as much as anybody else. But goddamn, bitch, you can say thank me too around this motherfucker. Thank you, God, for providing this food, this house, these lights. Shit, nigga, tell God to put the light bill in his name then, nigga, if you feel like that. That's some shit I would say. Excuse me, Lord, you know I don't mean bad by you, but shit, goddamn, bitch. Say thank you, Nina. Yeah, hey, you have been good to me. Yeah, motherfucker want to come home and shit. Bitch over here want to thank everybody else but the nigga who motherfucker. Fuck that. Get out. Get the fuck about it. Hey, get up. You gotta go. I don't like your prayer, bitch. I don't like the way you praying. You didn't pray to me. So, bitch, go to somewhere. I'm not for everybody. I want somebody that's for me. Well, I have people around me that's for me. Put it like that. I don't fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That lady know who she is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just feel like this, man. Straight up, man. Hey, listen. Donald Trump was talking about, the Latino community, and then he gets shot. Who you think they're going to blame? Who you think they're going to blame? They're going to blame, a certain party. You see what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Hold on, let's get to it.
Recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
So the moment he started talking about immigrants, that's when this shit happened. That's when it's all, come on, bro. Hey, he took one to the ear. You can't say it's fake because this is real time. This was being recorded live. Let's go.
Move his spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Up. Hawkeye's here. Get ready. We ready?
Okay, we are watching live at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, where former President Trump was speaking on the stage. There has been some kind of disturbance that clearly sets law enforcement and Secret Service into motion, immediately jumping around the former president in a protective mode. The crowd has been screaming. They are standing by. You can hear some voices there saying, "Are we ready to go? Are we ready to go?" We are looking at President Trump. This does not look good. I'm going to be honest with you.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's no way I could be in the Secret Service, man. You mean to tell me I got family, I got kids, and I got a whole life out here in this world, and I'm about to cover this nigga? So, like, my life ain't important? Hey, sorry, I could be a Secret Serviceman because, nigga, hey, first of all, you keep me away from my family all day long. That means I'm walking, I'm like your house pet. I'm here to die for you, cater to you, and I got to send the money back to my family, and y'all get to enjoy that shit. I only get to see y'all 2 times out the year. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, niggas start busting. Hey, somebody come get Trump, man. Hey, I don't got him today. I got to get to my old lady. Yeah, man. Nobody diving in front of this. Man, come on, man. This is just crazy to me, man. We got to run this back. Let's go.
This comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Hey, so look, I while I'm watching this, they showing people, hey, people actually got killed. My nigga, hey, niggas, I don't look, I'm looking at some, I can't, hold on. They picking this lady up off the floor. Other people got shot. Hey, they didn't show the nigga body, but they showed like Secret Servicemen. They picking this nigga body up. So yeah, hey, somebody got knocked down. The shooter and 2 others confirmed dead. Yeah, man, that's crazy. You skinned the nigga in the ear and man, hey, it's going down, bro. Let me tell you why. If Donald Trump get in the chair, man, my brown community, man, it is gonna get ugly, and it's not fair. It ain't even fair. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, shit, nigga, hey, some of y'all were here first. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of this shit. But catch this nugget though, nigga. Donald Trump, if they let Donald Trump back in the chair, bro, I promise you, it's gonna be ugly. It's not gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You know, Donald Trump, he hold rage and revenge. You see what I'm saying? It's ironic that he's talking about the immigrants and the Latino community and, you know, and all of these people coming into the United States, and he gets shot during that pep rally. Come on, bro. You know who they go blame. You ain't gonna blame the blacks. The black nigga shit, nigga. Everybody got nigga make America great again, and nigga, come on, bro. You know, the African American community have been supporting Trump, so he's not looking at the African American community. I hope they do their research properly. I hope they don't, you know, blame. We don't know who did it. Let's be honest. We do not. Let me make sure I'm clear. We don't know who did it, but you can pretty much think and have an idea though, nigga, exactly who they go blame. I don't care how you cut that shit. He's gonna retract what his conversation about, what he was saying, and then he ended up getting shot. Hey, listen, blood came out. Look, I don't care if a bullet grazed that nigga. He got shot. Did it penetrate through his body? Probably not. But Trump got shot. Talking about nigga immigration and all of that type of shit, man. The border and dissing Joe Biden. Come on, bro. All them people over there talk about nigga Joe Biden fired and all this, make America great again. You know, Trump get in office, man. He go free all them niggas that's in the penitentiary. That you know, he gonna give a lot of people more pardons. You know what I'm saying? He gonna give a lot of money to the African American community, and I think they know that because you know Biden have shut down a lot of things that kind of benefited for the African American community, and that's probably why this war between the politicians, the black and brown, you know, it's gonna get ugly, man. It's definitely gonna get ugly. But I definitely want to say this. This is not anything of discrimination on each party that we watching here. But we, you know, we can't have our own opinions. We can't have an idea of, you know, which way it will turn. We don't know for sure. And it's all alleged at this point, just to be exact. But, and I'm gonna say this, I got news coming up here. Y'all can come up to the panel in a minute too. It's ugly, man. It's ugly. Donald Trump ain't letting that shit go. He been having a gripe towards, you know, that border control issue. it's just ugly. It's a bad. Donald, you think you go just shoot at Donald Trump and he's not gonna point the finger? He pointed it somewhere, and it ain't gonna be on us. So if they let that man in the chair, man, it could potentially get ugly news. What's going on?
Oh, I just, I was about to upload this video to myself. But yeah, he did
Nobody
he got
asked you all of that, man. What's your opinion, man? Damn.
he did get hit on his ear or something, because that ear is bloody. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, it's bad
yeah,
though. It's what you, man. We know how Trump is. Trump got, man, that nigga when he get angry, man, that nigga get angry.
yeah, because he stood up still talking about fight, pumping
yeah,
his fist and all that. So
he threw the Black Power fence sign up, nigga. That's like he know. I'm gonna go get with my black people over there, man. Hey, we gonna go find little whoever that is. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly feel like Trump is wrong with this immigration shit, especially. And when I say
he always been wrong about that. That's one thing I never like about him. But I feel I know what we don't want to get too politicky on here. We know how YouTube is. But I didn't see no confirmation of the shooter being shot and nobody else dead. I didn't see no confirmation of that because I was looking around.
No, I'm looking right here at a snippet. They picking up a body, a corpse. I mean, it was just flat out. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't Trump. It was in the crowd. You see what I'm saying? Okay. They're going to hide that. You see what I'm saying? They trying to minimize, you know what I'm saying, the heat from this. You know what I'm saying? They make it want to seem like, oh, it was a graze. It could have been a BB gun. But they're showing, they got footage. This was in live. Okay. This is in real time. So I don't think, you can't pull that off. There ain't no nigga Houdini died years ago. So if the nigga trying to pull the greatest stunt ever, nigga, is not gonna happen now. Nigga, they ain't in Butler, Pennsylvania. Come on, man. It's nobody out there. I even typed in the city. It's man, that's damn near Amish town and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? What's the other dudes called? What's the other ones? The Amish, the Mennonites or some shit like that. This is the man. Hey. Oh, Ricardo said no. Ricardo. All right, Ricardo. Don't put it on my people, dog. My boy. Ranchero. Go ahead, brother. Hey, man. Moscow, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Vodka. You know that. Yeah, I got you, boy. But nah, it just looks bad, man. And then just the fact that, Secret Service was not too anxious to help his ass either. They was trying to stay out there.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, they got up there hella slow, hella late.
Yeah, man, them niggas was not trying to. They were trying to wait for that shit to cool down a little bit. They use their bodies as shields. Hey, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Oh, a real man go protect the. You know how people use manipulation tactics. I don't care. I'm not doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? I like me. I like myself more than I like anybody else. That's why I don't have to deal with what people deal with. Because I like myself. Get the fuck up out of here. Go. I'll run you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I just couldn't catch myself taking no bullet for Trump, man. I rock with you, nigga, but shit, nigga. Hey, you know what them songs? What have you done for me lately, nigga? You ain't helped me personally, nigga. I'm just gonna support you from the sideline. Yeah, but shooters is to the left. Everybody in the pick. Hold on, now that motherfucker went fast. What did it say? Shooters in the left. Everybody in the pick looking one way. Everybody, man, look, they all looking right. If you look at the picture from that standpoint right there, they looking right. You know what I'm saying? But the female, nigga, she had her head on his chest like, nigga, shoot me in my brain. I'll protect the heart with my head. That's some bullshit, man. I guess that's what the women say. If you could do it, I could do it too. Like, yeah, I could die for the president too. Yeah, but you go ahead and die. Shit. I don't know too many motherfuckers that just die for a motherfucker, man. Them days is over.
Yeah, I wonder how much they get paid, because that's crazy.
It's not, man. Look, when you work for the Secret Service, you are never home. You're probably a great provider for sure. Yeah, your house bill paid. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That your significant other will not be home. You see what I'm saying? So that's gonna take some real love, because shit, you know, bro,
I
be
mean,
having
that's gonna take
needs.
some real money. That's why I'm asking. I wonder how much they get paid because they gotta be good. I mean, to risk your and yeah.
Oh yeah, man. All right, let me play this shit though. Hold on,
of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Somebody's still screaming.
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready, on you. Ready? Move. Up. Move. Go. Up. Hawkeye's here. Get ready. We ready?
I wish I could zoom in and see.
We are watching live at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, where former President Trump was speaking on the stage. There has been some kind of disturbance that clearly sets law enforcement and Secret Service into motion, immediately jumping around the former president in a protective mode. The crowd has been screaming. They are standing by. You can hear some voices there saying, "Are we ready to go? Are we ready to go?" We are looking at President Trump. This does not look good. I'm going to be honest with you. From what we can see right here, it looks like they are attempting to move him out,
Trump!
that he may
Go,
have been
Trump!
injured.
Fight! Go, Trump!
He is holding up his arm. He is pumping his fist, but clearly Secret Service wants to get him out of this situation.
And that comes right from...
Man, that's crazy, man. Hold on. That is fucking crazy, man. They straight popped that boy. Let me see what else they got.
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready, on you. Ready? Move. Up. Move. Go. Up. Hawkeye's here. Move it to the stand. Get ready. We ready? We're good. Shooters down. Are we good to move? We're clear. We're clear. Come on. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold up, your head is bloody.
So we got to move to the bus.
Let me get my shoes.
Okay, my shoes down.
What's up?
I want to bring in now Evie Pouris, a former Secret Service agent. We thank you for joining us again. We hear at one point, I didn't hear this in the earlier recordings, we hear at one point one of the tactical clothed individuals say the shooter is down. As you watch that unfold, I take it they were not prepared to move him until they knew where the threat was.
Yes, you can hear that clear line of communication, and the communication is very clear and succinct. Can we move? Are we clear? You hear shooters down, and you hear, are we clear to move? Clear to move. So you're hearing them speak to one another. And radio communication is one of the most important things. Actually, when it comes to comms, you always want to say less. You can hear them using very simple words, 3-4 words. They just want to keep those airwaves clear so that the most important vital communication can pass. So they're making sure they hunker down. You see them surround.
What'd you say, News?
I said, look at his crazy ass supporters yelling at the media, flicking them off and all that. But yeah, I did hear him say the shooter is down. Okay.
Yeah. This do not look good for Biden, man. I don't care how you cut that shit. Somebody got to take, when it comes to political issues, politics, shit like this, somebody got to take the fall. this cannot go unanswered. You see what I'm saying? I don't think it'll track back to Biden, but I'm pretty sure, you know, the rumors, the allegations and all that shit, man, you know. Sean said, I want to call bullshit. Yeah, unless a nigga had a ketchup packet when he dropped it and threw it on his ear and his face, bro, I gotta assume that shit real, though. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody else said, I know he better not trademark the black fist pump. He sure better not try. He sure better not try to
we on his ass.
Because you know they gonna have it on some shirts. Like, oh, you already know.
This is gonna be history right here. Because this was damn last person who was almost assassinated was who? Who was the last? Not Kennedy. Man, it's been over 20, 30 some years since they tried to assassinate a president at a rally like this, man. So yeah, it's just, man.
Around him, he goes down to the ground. They all surround him. Again, when you're an agent, you're supposed to be a human shield. And in that moment, that is what they become. They become human shield. Your job in that moment is to protect your protectee, whoever that protectee is. So they all encompass him. And the other thing you are designed to actually make yourself as big as possible to make sure that any potential rounds or shots that come, you don't want them to miss you and hit your protectee. So as they're hunkered down, they're locking him down. And if you look at,
man, what kind of how much money we talking about, bro? Look, $100 million a year. You mean to tell me that a basketball player can make more than me dying for the president, bro? That's some bull. Hey, come on, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Man.
So I'm supposed to say fuck my kids, fuck my family, nigga? Like, come on. So you could go home to yours? Oh, bro, I don't know.
At the shot, actually, there's a shot where you can see the front of the stage, and around it you'll see that design, that almost like a smaller, like a design barrier. It's got the flag around it. That typically, and I can't say whether it is
right there. Look, you see? Yeah, because the blood is on his ear and face, so it ain't fake. You can see it. Yeah.
He got hit. So that means that bullet flew. It hit somebody in that crowd. It's no way that shit. Yeah. Somebody got hit.
Oh yeah. That's definitely blood on his ear and face.
Yeah. Not in this case, but in some scenarios when you work as a side agent, you will pick a barricade that's actually something strong and sturdy. It could be concrete or steel.
Yeah.
Usually it's some type of steel, and that is used for that when something does happen. Unfortunately, like we're seeing here, they can actually get down to the ground so that they have some type of cover.
Abby, thanks. Really important information we're learning from you. I want to let folks know we believe moments away from hearing President Biden. He is going to stand at that podium, and we believe this is in Delaware. Somebody look at this shit. But he will address the nation about these events tonight in Florida. The shooting that apparently wounded former President Trump, who is said to be okay. It killed a spectator, wounded another who's in critical condition. The shooter, who has not been identified, we know nothing about that person's background or what might have motivated him. That shooter is said to be deceased as well. This story has been rolling out, and here is the president.
Thoroughly briefed by all the agencies in the federal government as to the situation, based on what we know now. I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He's with his doctors.
He don't want to talk to you?
Apparently, he's doing well. I plan on talking to him shortly, I hope, when I get back to the telephone. Look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this. And I want to thank the Secret Service and all the agencies, including the state agencies, that have engaged in making sure that the people and we have more detail to come relative to other people maybe injured in the audience. I don't have all that detail. We'll make that available to you. I may be able to come back a little later tonight, but we'll put out a statement if I'm not able to give if it's not convenient for you all. But the bottom line is, the Trump rally was a rally that he should have been able to be conducted peacefully without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate. And everybody must condemn it. Everybody. I'll keep you informed, and if I am able to speak to Donald, I'll let you know that as well. But so far, it appears he's doing well, number one. Number two, that there's thoroughly investigating what happened to anyone else in the audience. We have some reports, but not final reports. And every agency in the federal government, I'm going back to my phone to speak with the federal agencies that are being put together again to give me an updated briefing. Has anything happened? They learned any more in the last couple hours. So thank you very much. And I hope I get to speak to them tonight, and I'll get back to you if I do. Okay?
Mr. President, do you think there was an assassination attempt?
I don't know enough to, I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts. So I want to make sure we have all the facts before I make any more comments. Thank you.
Are you worried, President, with the security failing
The president stopping short of calling this an assassination attempt, but noting that he plans to talk to Donald Trump and that his understanding is the former president is doing well. President Biden speaking out against the scourge of political violence, saying there's no room for this. And as we had reported a few moments ago, the Biden campaign moving to take down its advertising, a pause in its political advertising in the wake of this. We know that the president couldn't confirm, but we have confirmed that at least 2 spectators were shot, 1 killed, another who was in critical condition. And again, the
Oh, damn.
shooter, who we don't know a lot about right now, is also deceased. Let me go back to Kristen Welker in our Washington, D.C. bureau. The White House getting out in front of this very quickly, Kristen.
Lester, they sure are. And President Biden condemning this in the strongest terms possible, which is what you would anticipated. He has long condemned political violence. He said this is unheard of. Everybody must condemn it. He did say he had tried to speak with the former president, whom he referred to as Donald. He also noted, Lester, that he is receiving thorough, robust briefings from his national security team, from his federal agencies, and that will undoubtedly continue throughout the night. The White House will undoubtedly need to keep the public informed throughout the night. It comes, as you point out, as they have pulled down and are working to pull down all of their ads, as the Trump campaign is in a media blackout. And it speaks to, Lester,
Yeah, it's looking, man, that's crazy. If anything, he's for sure go get back in office because of this. They convicted him, gave him multiple felonies, and they tried to kill this man. Come on.
The seriousness of this moment, the gravity of this moment, the fact that, quite frankly, something has just shifted in our American politics, in
Where's
our
the news
country.
at?
This act of political violence, which,
No.
as the president said, cannot and will not be tolerated.
Nina
It does come
boy,
as
who's
everyone
that?
is preparing to go to
What up, what up?
Milwaukee for the Republican National Convention.
What up, my G? You see
Another
this shit?
event
I just got a
that
text message
will be
2
met with
minutes
heavy
ago.
security. The perimeter
Yeah, it's
there
crazy.
will be quite strong,
Do you
quite
see what's
large.
finna happen?
Getting into the actual area where the convention is taking place will undoubtedly require going through magnetiles.
They
Making
really
sure,
want this new
that
world order.
no one is armed going
They
into
really want
that
that.
event. But again, Lester, this just underscores, I think, that something fundamental has really
This is
shifted in our American
crazy.
politics today.
Yeah, it's been, it's certainly, the threat has been.
Oh, he
to see it
bleeding.
play out on this scale is certainly horrifying.
See, he
Kristen, thank
bleeding.
you
He
for
got
holding that
shot.
in a bit. Let's bring in our
Yeah,
senior
yeah.
Washington
One person
correspondent, Hallie
died
Jackson.
already.
You have a statement from Donald Trump Jr., the former president's son.
Wow.
To our colleague Peter Nicholas that listen, you heard President Biden
Trump
say
don't need to do no more rallies.
we know that the former president's son has spoken with him in a statement saying they just talked on the phone, with Donald Trump Jr. saying that his dad is in great spirits, that he will never stop fighting to save America, no matter what in Donald Trump Jr.'s words, no matter what the radical left throws at him. So what we can glean from this, a couple of things: that former President Trump
They
is, as his
shooting.
campaign says, fine. He is well enough to speak. He is well enough to be on the phone, at least with his immediate family members, at least with his son, Donald Trump Jr. We know that he is receiving medical treatment at a local facility with this rally happening, of course, in Butler, Pennsylvania. And we know that there has been a slew of reaction, as Kristen, as you, as others have talked about from both sides of the aisle.
I'm in West Virginia
strongly
right now.
condemning political violence after this very difficult day in American politics. Lester, we'll keep you updated as we get more.
All right, Hallie.
Wicked.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
My
Can you
G.
tell us what you saw?
Well, I was just with the president a few moments earlier before he came on stage, and everything seemed like a normal day. But when he walked down that red carpet and walked up to the podium, and after he spoke for about 10 minutes, I was sitting in the front row at the end of the runway, but all of a sudden these shots broke out. And I think there was people that actually thought it was possibly fireworks, but I seen the gun smoke, and obviously there was a person about 15 foot behind me that was hit. I think severely wounded at the least. But nonetheless, the crowd stayed pretty calm for the most part. And but you know, it sounded like there were 6-7 shots to start with, and then it seemed like there was a little pause, and then we heard a different caliber gun fired, which I assume was probably the Secret Service. But then I thought I heard another couple of rounds come off, but it felt like it was behind me. But it could have been the echo.
Did you hear did President Trump say anything?
No, he was just giving the typical rally speech that he typically does everywhere. You know,
can he say shit if he got shot in the ear?
Get out and vote, and talking about his plan for America.
But as the shots rang out, did you hear? Did he cry out? Did someone tell him to get down, or was that instinctive?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we heard that. We heard everybody say get down, but I think he was already going down. That's when everybody thought at first maybe he had been hit more severely than he was. I mean, it's already severe. And let's face it, it hit his ear. It could have been a little bit closer. It could have been disastrous. But when he went down to the ground and he got up, he put his fist up in the air or his hand up in the air. So we knew he was okay.
There are presumably, at least it appears to be, a lot of people in that crowd. By now, you have heard that one spectator was killed and others critically wounded. Has it settled in of how close a brush everybody in that arena or setting came tonight?
Yeah, you know, there was a lot. It was interesting listening to the people as they departed the scene, and you know what was going through my mind, and of course being a little older than many of those that were there, but I was recalling the Kennedy assassinations and some of the other attempts that were made during my lifetime, and I was recalling those and thinking about those, and then moving forward to where we're at today, and we still have a problem with this. So what did Malcolm X tell us? But most people are pretty upset. There's no question about it.
Malcolm told us.
Understandably. Ambassador, thank you so much for
I need
taking
my
the time
people to
be with us.
wake
We're
the
glad
fuck
you
up.
and yours are safe after this tonight. Retired ATF Special Agent Jim Cavanaugh is with me. By now, as you know, we've been reporting that the shooter in this case is deceased, presumably shot by law enforcement. I think the next question will be, is this a lone operator, the proverbial lone wolf, or is this part of some kind of conspiracy? Those are two different things. How will they begin to get, at least put the dots together?
Yeah, well, let's start with the deceased shooter, Lester, and identify him, and then, sweep his personal devices, phone, computer, et cetera, for, associates, Confederates, and start interviewing around the circle around him. You've dug out a lot from the reporters and the witnesses since we last talked, and, it appears that maybe the shooter, it seemed like to me, watching the video closely, that the first shot or two is where the President Trump reacts.
Hey, Jim, let me just stop you for a second. I just received a new piece of information that I want to get your thoughts on. We're now, from a confirmed source, that the shooter was actually firing from outside the perimeter. That changes a lot in terms of the security posture at these things, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But what's surprising to me is that a shooter could get in an elevated position at any kind of a Secret Service event, because the first thing that the service does is they get all the elevated positions and they put their, sniper teams up there and lookouts with binoculars and rifles. So, it does seem from the witnesses that this was a distant shot now, that the reason the shot wasn't as loud, it was further off in the distance.
That was a warning
it looked
shot.
like, watching the video, Lester, closely, that when the president turned his head to the right, the first shot or second shot, the first pop or two, is when he grabs his right ear. And then he, on his own volition, goes down, squats down. No, he doesn't fall down. He just squats down. But you can see at that same moment that the spectators behind him are also hunching down as a normal reaction to gunfire. And then there's more rounds right after that. There's maybe another 5 rounds. And Dasha Burns had a witness that she just interviewed. And, he talked about he counted 7 rounds. And that was close. I don't know can't tell the exact number. I have to listen to that audio very, very closely. But I mean, that sort of jives with what the witness said. So it looks like we had an assassin with a rifle outside the security perimeter. That's why you had mentioned earlier, magnetometers. Well, if you never breach the security perimeter, nobody checks you. And the first shot or second might have been the one intended to kill the former president, but it grazed his right ear.
Yeah, Jim, let me bring back, if I can, Evie Pompouris, a former Secret Service agent again. Evie, thank you for staying with us. I'd like to get your reaction to the fact this person was firing from outside the perimeter. That raises a lot of questions about how these areas are secured.
That's one of the most difficult things when you do outdoor sites. So when we spoke before, when you look at it this way, when you're in a closed environment, even if it's an arena, at least you're in a closed environment. I only have to worry about what's on the inside. When you do open rallies like this, right? You're outside. You have to worry about line of sight issues. Line of sight is a massive problem. Why is it a problem? Because somebody can be out in the distance and really engage your target from a long range. And there are weapons out there
if the bullet only grazed his ear,
even though, let's say you hunker this,
why didn't nobody in the crowd get hit?
You've got the tactical element. Everything's locked and tight. How do you secure that outer perimeter? How far do you go? And can you cover everything? That's a problem. These are probably, of all the types of advances you can do, these are probably the least favorite among Secret Service agents.
So one person died. Somebody in the crowd did
even
get
if
hit.
somebody is in an elevated position,
For real?
how do you secure
Yeah,
all those
they showed it on here.
positions
They showed it.
when you
Oh shit! They tried to kill the president. That's crazy.
This is what you are up against.
Yeah, and you point
somebody
out
died.
Long distances. We tend to think of those as long guns.
Because I'm thinking like it grazed his ear, but then nobody gets shot, but somebody died. So
the fact that this person is at some distance was able to strike the former president, does that suggest some ability beyond the average gun user?
Well, that would be interesting
The
to see, right? Because
president
it's hard to
lived, but
speculate at
somebody
this point.
died.
How far was that person? One of the things that lead me to think that this person was at a distance, when we hear the gunshot, it sounds very faint, very soft, right? It sounds like an echo. That's why
Yeah,
so
I
many
noticed that.
people mistook it for fireworks. That's why a lot of people weren't sure it was a
America
gunshot.
don't give a
So when
fuck
you hear
about
the shot like
America.
that, it does lead us to believe that it was at a distance.
What
And
did
that's why there's
Malcolm
a
X
confusion.
say?
I do want to say this, which is really interesting as I watch
That
this.
shit
When
sticks
you do
with me.
security for these events, one of the greatest concerns are the people inside and stampede issues. And what I have to acknowledge is all these folks held steady and fast. We don't see people really losing it. We don't see people stampeding out, because it's not just the danger of the attacker, of what's going to happen. The danger a lot of times can come from within. So I really have to comment on everybody's ability to stay put, to not panic, and to allow the Secret
Stay
Service.
put.
And also look at where that
Bitch, I'm
motorcade
moving.
is. That vehicle where they exit him out, there's people all around. And you see everybody hold their position and allow the security team to evacuate.
Yeah, Abby, thank you for that. I should note several years ago, working on a story for the Today Show, I went to the Secret Service training facility
Nina boy,
outside of
I've
Washington.
been
And they
talking
put me
this
through a
shit for
simulation in
5,
which I
6
was the
years.
protectee,
I swear to
waving to the
God, I've
crowd
been
when
trying
shots
to
ring out.
tell
And
people,
the swiftness
man,
of these agents moving around me, getting me in the car and driving off was stunning, even though I knew it was going to come. So the training is obviously something they do. They prepare for these kind of moments. I'm sure there'll be a lot of soul searching about what happened in this case, but impressive group of folks who put their lives on the line for these protectees on a daily basis. Evie, we'll get back to you in a few moments. I want to go back to NBC's Dasha Burns.
I
She's
know that
outside that
motherfucking
Trump
Chevy
rally. She was there when the
probably
shots
going
rang out. We're
300
obviously
miles
grateful
per
to
hour.
you and the rest of our team are fine, the other journalists, but we do recognize 2 spectators were hurt, 1 killed, another in critical condition. Dasha, you have had some pretty heart-wrenching interviews today. People saw a lot of things you can't unsee.
Yeah, Lester, that's absolutely right. People who came to a Trump rally, some of them for the first time, looking forward to seeing the former president. There was music playing, people selling merchandise, people eating food, people reuniting with friends
The
here,
American what?
not expecting anything like this. Let me just set the scene for you right now. We are in the parking lot outside of the venue. Sirkin, our cameraman, is going to show you. People are kind of in a traffic jam right now. This was a one way in, one way out kind of road situation. This is Butler County. It's a pretty rural county. Not a lot of big highways, not a lot of big
all them
roads.
motherfuckers
So
sit
people
still.
have been, I mean, this is now hours later, and
Sit
many people
still.
still waiting to get out and still waiting and
Yeah, they're
processing
right. That's the
everything that
president.
they've experienced. I want to introduce you to Tracy, who is stuck in this traffic jam right now. Tracy and Tyler, they're high school friends.
Wicked.
They were right there. And Tracy, we've been hearing some of these
Ain't
stories.
nobody
Can
moving.
you just walk us through what you saw?
Absolutely. President Trump was up there, you know, and then within 5 minutes, we're hearing pop, 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 pop. And then everybody's on the ground, everybody's on the floor. And it was just like,
And
what?
ain't nobody
And
leaving.
we
Sit
were
your
on the
ass
ground
still.
level. We were 4 rows back from the stage. And are you coming?
We'll just follow along with you. They're moving in the car here, so we'll just
From the stage, and the people in the bleachers behind us, somebody got popped. Somebody got killed. Somebody died. Somebody got shot. Like this close to where we were. Those bullets, I pray to God for these people's families. Oh my God. But the how is this happening in our country today? And why? Why is it happening?
Do you know
And
what?
Tracy, you were telling me earlier, you know, you and Tyler, you know this county, you know this area. Did you ever think something like this would happen here?
Never. Absolutely never. You know, this shows you how much hate and hostility is in our world today. This is not a good thing. We need to all come together as a human race, you know. We need to help each other out.
Can you describe this area, this county, this place that you and Tyler grew up?
Yeah, Tyler, rural. Rural. You know, cows, chickens. This is farmland. This is farmland here.
Butler, that's the county seat, but most of the county's private farmland. So it's people are pretty easygoing.
And Tracy, we talked about, you know, often Trump rallies, people are coming to celebrate, to see the former president. They're coming in with a pretty excited attitude. Can you walk me through what you came in with and what you're coming out with?
I came in with hope and excitement. If you have you ever been to a Trump rally?
Oh, we cover them all the time.
Well, how does it make you feel?
I've been on one.
How does it make you feel? How are you feeling?
It makes me feel absolutely great and wonderful. You know, in my heart, I feel that this man really wants to help our country because I really feel that.
Right.
I honest to God, I do, because
Mike, you
this
late.
country for so
Man.
long seems
I'm
to be
not.
going down
I'm not late, bro.
a path
I'm
that
not late
it
at
really
all. I'm
shouldn't be
like
doing.
I mean,
6,
you came
7
in to
years
hear
early.
the former president speak, someone you're a fan of. And what is your state of mind now?
This
Tried
is
to get
what
him
the
up early.
Not
government.
good. There's too much hate.
Yeah, they tried.
This is too much.
Too much hate.
We can't do
It's a
this
lot
as
of
a
hate.
country. We can't do this. We need to come together as
That's
a
why I
country,
got my
and
kids their
God willing,
passports. I just
we
called my
will.
baby mama
I don't know
before
if
I
you're allowed
pulled
to
up.
put that stuff on, but
For real?
listen, man,
Nigga,
my kid is a
what?
fourth-year
Nigga, I've
seminarian,
been
and he
saying this
prays
shit
for
for
this
7
country
years.
every day.
Do you
My
see it?
child. I can
Yeah.
see.
What did
Thank you
Malcolm
so
X
much. I'm so
say?
glad you and
They
Tyler are
finna get,
safe.
Malcolm
they finna
X
get
said
Drive
the
safe.
truth.
We hope you get home soon. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Man, y'all
Lester, they've
niggas,
got
we
ways
the
to go still.
elders
There's
now.
a lot of
We
cars
have to
piling
Wait,
up
pay attention.
here. There are a few different
We have to pay
places that
attention.
people are
We're the
trying
elders
to
now.
exit at this point of
Yeah,
the
that
free for all,
part.
but people have been
Nigga, I
kind and
accept
generous
it.
to one
Fuck it. Call
another.
me
People
old.
letting cars in that are trying
Damn
to
it.
come in,
OG
and
Mike G.
again,
Real shit.
just
You
reeling
took
from what
OG, took
they
the
Nigga,
witnessed. Some people
if you 40
very
something,
much
nigga,
firsthand,
38,
very
nigga, you
much
a G.
Yeah, I'll be
very
45 in a
close
couple months.
to the tragedy that we're describing from sort of the law
You
enforcement point
remember
of
when
view,
we
the high
grew
level
up
point of
and
view,
we
but
watched
at the end of
the
the
elders
day,
and they
Lester,
parents? Nigga,
the
we're
people
them
who are
niggas now.
here on the
Yeah, yeah.
ground,
We the
particularly
We
those
future. Well, we
super
was.
survived.
I
close
mean, we was the
to
future.
that violence, it's something
Real
they
shit.
are never
Right.
going
This shit right
to
here is
forget,
what
and
Malcolm
it's now
X told
associated,
us.
of course, with politics,
They're trying to take
with
out Trump because
the
he's on
state
some
of our
American
democracy for so
type
many of the
shit.
people that we've been talking
The
about.
other
All
motherfucker,
right, Dasha,
man,
thanks.
this
We'll
shit
continue to go to
crazy.
you as you get those riveting accounts
Yeah.
from folks. NBC News
I'm
campaign
watching this.
embed joining us on the phone now. She is in Butler, Pennsylvania, near the hospital where there is heavy law enforcement presence. NBC News has not confirmed that the former
Man, y'all better
president is
get y'all
at that
kids,
hospital,
everybody
but it's 15
passports
minutes
before
away
Watch,
from
this
where the
gonna show Trump
rally
got
took
NWO
scratched.
place.
start.
Jillian,
It's
If
gonna
they
show
first of
that
all,
kill
he got
Trump,
grazed,
what are you
not
saying?
grazed, but he got scratched. It's
bruh,
going down.
if they
Lester, that's
kill
right.
Trump,
Across the
nigga,
street
get
from
ready for the
Butler Memorial
NWO.
Hospital. And as you
It's
mentioned, we
gonna
do not
be
yet have
our
confirmation
country where
that
we
this
at.
is where former President
The
Nigga,
Biden
I've been
Simpsons
on this
predicted it.
shit years
taken,
ago.
but there's a
Hey, the
heavy
Simpsons
law
predicted it.
enforcement presence here. Media
Hey,
was across the street.
my
We're
baby
shortly getting
mama,
moved.
she's so
The
Demi.
hospital is set
She's so
up on a
Democrat. I'm like,
hillside,
fuck that.
and
I
there's
will
law
take my
enforcement at the
kids.
top of the hill looking
They
down.
got
There's
passports.
also law enforcement at the
Like,
top of the
I will
roof of
get
the
the fuck
hospital
up out of
itself.
here.
When I arrived, there was a
I've been
helicopter
saying that
circling
on
the
the party
building.
line for
Heavy police
years.
presence here,
I know. I
Lester.
heard
When
you.
I pulled
Nigga,
up, I asked the
now they
officer
trying
how they
to
were
take
doing.
the
He
nigga
said
that's
they're
making
hanging in
America
there. Obviously,
great.
a terrifying
I
scene
swear
here
to
in Butler
God, I'm gonna
tonight.
pimp the
Lester?
fuck off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so
do
the
just
access
like
road
the
is cut off
elders.
to this area.
It is. We are not allowed to go up there. Is the police
I'm gonna
vehicles
do
have
just
moved,
like
but we're
the
not
elders
allowed to go
did.
up the hill to the
Trail of
hospital
Tears,
itself.
all
And
that
media
history.
was staged across the street. They're
Yeah,
actually
I'm gonna
sending us
pimp the fuck
further
off.
away from the
They can
hospital
have it.
itself momentarily. But yeah, it was
Never.
completely blocked off when I arrived here, and
Yeah,
still
I
a
don't
heavy
know, man.
police presence.
All right, Jillian, thanks very much. Again, we haven't had correct me if I'm wrong from the control room, but I
This
don't think we've had a
man
complete
cannot
description
die.
of the wound
He cannot
suffered
die.
by the former
Who
president.
can't die?
We have all seen,
I'm
the
saying, for
blood
the
coming
sake
out
of
from near his
America,
ear,
this man
his
cannot
right
die.
ear. Somebody described as a teardrop
Other
of
than that, it's
blood, of
gonna
fresh
be
blood.
NWO.
Um, it appears he might have been grazed by the bullet, but again, we haven't received a complete medical terminology description of the wound. But it does appear that he was certainly hit
It looked
during
like the
all
male
this,
Secret Service
he's
brought his
largely
ass.
under his
Tried
own
to take him
power,
to the
certainly
ground.
being escorted down
Well, that's
to
why
the
he'll never
armored
go to
vehicle.
Man,
jail.
that was a high
How the
that was a
fuck
high
he
powered
gonna go to
rifle. It
jail with
traveled that
DOJ?
far.
We heard
Bro,
from
that was a high
President
powered
Biden a
rifle.
while
It traveled
ago,
that
who
far. It'd be
said
more than a little nick on
he
his ear,
appears to
even
be
if he was
okay.
great.
We should note that President Biden says
Oh,
He didn't
no,
even
that
try
was
to
a
act. He
warning
just touched the
shot.
side of
former
his head.
President Trump
He
at
don't
some
need to
point
do
here
no
in the
more
not too
rallies.
distant
We
future.
all see
And
what
there
the fuck going on.
the signal
Yeah,
of
right. He
triumph
gonna be at
That
the
was
next
an
one.
from
attempt
They
for
can't
former
his
stop
life.
President
him.
Trump as he was put into that armored car and
That's more
taken to, we
publicity for him. Why the hell
believe,
would he not
quite
do another
possibly the
rally?
hospital
He
we were
probably
just
on his
showing
way
you
to
a
finish
moment
the
Nigga,
ago.
who
motherfucker.
gives?
I'll
Our
be
He
down.
ain't
investigative
worried about no
correspondent Tom Werner
motherfucking
is with us. He
publicity.
continues to dig out
He's
fresh
already
details.
been a
What
president
more
for
can you
4
tell us,
years.
Tom?
The
Lester,
fuck?
a couple of these things coming from
Well, this
official
still
He
pretty
statements
close.
almost
from
He
law
died
definitely,
enforcement
like
today.
Dennis
for
said, he finna get
3
his
to
seat
4
back.
law enforcement officials to myself and our colleague Jonathan
Oh
Deeds.
no, it's
We
finna
know
get
that the
wicked.
FBI is now on scene and is
They
assisting
shot
the
the
United
shot
States Secret
first.
Service
They
along with
shot
the U.S.
first.
Attorney's Office
Watch
in
how
their
wicked it
investigation
get.
into this shooting today at the Trump rally.
Joe
You were just
Biden gonna
asking a
end up
question
dead
about whether we know
because he too
whether or not
old.
the former president was shot
Watch.
directly, either grazed in the ear or in the cheek, or whether or not this was a ricochet. That's
It
something that
wasn't
they're
a
still
cheek,
trying to get
nigga. We
a
seen the
handle on,
picture.
and whether or not a piece
It
of
was the
glass
ear that
is what
somebody died.
may have struck him. But
I
either
think the
way,
Secret
he
Service
obviously,
tracked him
from
on
the
his way down.
photographs,
That's it.
was
The man was
struck in
not
some
hit.
fashion by something.
By
The other
Secret Service.
information that we were
That is
being
not
told, and I'm going to
a
bring in the
308
reporting
round
of my
traveling
colleague Kelly
and then
O'Donnell on this as
touching you,
well, is
and you
Trump
that the
just
pumped
get
the
an
shooting
fist
explosion.
happened
like he was
outside the Secret
Tupac or
Service
something. Like,
perimeter.
see
So
how he
Trump
got
must
the
have
fist?
attended any
He
sort of
like,
political
niggas, let's
rally
go.
involving either
Think
party,
about it. You still got the whole rest of
involving a
your head.
presidential candidate
And
or
that's
Should have
something
former
been in
like,
president.
jail.
come
You'll
on, man.
notice,
You think of a
if you
It's
$308
know,
round
what
everything
you want to
Malcolm
do, you
X
have to go through a
said. It's
magnetometer,
everything
kind of like
Malcolm X said.
an airport style security, if you
I come
will.
from a
That
black
happens within the perimeter of the
They
event.
elementary,
got there. They
middle
And
said he
leading
was
school,
up
in
to
South
the event,
Africa
the U.S.
America.
and
Secret
high
Service
school. I'm
goes
telling
Like that
to
you,
movie
Malcolm
said.
X,
the event site
he
itself
said,
to make sure that there's nothing nefarious
man,
stored inside, that nobody's hiding out and waiting for a rally to begin. And they try to establish a perimeter
I
that
just don't
would
know
allow
gunshot
them
impact.
to
Even the
be able
grades didn't
to
take the air off.
they
have
be
real
hating on
control
light
over the
skinned
event.
niggas.
So what we're
But
being
Malcolm
told is
X
that the
called it.
shooting
That
happened
shit.
outside of that secure perimeter
Yeah,
from a
you will
high
seem
point.
light skinned, Mike.
Specifically where it is, I can't yet tell you.
Yeah,
We're
but
waiting to
Malcolm
hear
X
about that,
said
but
this shit.
that's some of the information
Here we go.
that we're waiting to get on. As far as what you're looking at on screen at the moments that this happened, this is standard protocol. You're looking at the heavy weapons teams that immediately went up on stage. Then you're looking at the Secret Service close protective detail of former
DOJ.
President Trump. And this would be very similar at
Secret
any
Service.
event involving a former president, that they immediately surround him.
Man, Malcolm
Obviously, the
X
Secret
is
Service
a
agents
fucking
there are putting
god.
their lives into their
He
hands if
said
this
this
individual
shit
was going to
before he
continue to
died.
fire. Speaking of the individual that law enforcement believes is
He's a fucking
deceased,
genius.
that individual, the alleged shooter rather, is deceased, as I mentioned. That individual may have been shot by law enforcement. That appears to be coming into clarity at this time. We're still waiting
So, Mike, what
on
do you think
the
This
gonna
is
happen?
specific
not
details
good,
of
black
that,
folks.
whether or not that
This
was a
ain't
counter
good, black
sniper team
folks.
or somebody who was close to him. I
This
suspect we'll
ain't
get more
good, black
details
folks.
on that closely. As far as who
This is
did this
not
and what their
good, black
motivations
folks.
are, there's some
Mike, what you think
background
gonna happen?
information coming into view, Lester.
Huh?
But as you can
What you think
imagine,
gonna happen
there are
now?
a lot of names on social media at this hour. There are a lot of
Nigga, they
names
tried to
that have
take
been
out
mentioned to
Trump.
us, and we're really trying to get a
Do
lot
you
more
know what that
clarity
means for
on
black
that
folks?
before we suggest a possible name
What did
of
Malcolm
the
X say?
individual who
See,
did this. But at
that's
this
why I'm
point,
gonna
there
keep
appears to be
saying
no ongoing threat,
that.
and there's no indication that they're looking for
y'all
anybody else.
don't
But this
be
is
on
now a
that history
full-blown
shit
federal
like I
criminal
do.
investigation, as you can imagine, and they will
What about
certainly
the
try
threat?
to determine whether this
My nigga
individual
Nina boy
had
to
any
say
help.
he
Not that we've received
read
any
the
indication of
Marcus
that,
Garvey
but that's that's obviously
he
something
on
that they
that
will
type
look
shit.
into.
I'm on that type shit too,
Type
but
of rifle
nigga,
that could be used, as you would imagine, to
what
fire
did
from
Malcolm
outside the
X
perimeter
say?
to get
This
close
is
to
true.
that stage
Fuck
would be
wrong.
some sort of a high-powered rifle. The
I know
specific
it's
nature of
wrong.
that is, again,
Those are high-powered
details that we're
rifles,
still waiting to
and you
get,
think
Lester.
that's
All
only
right,
going to
Tom,
nick them?
thanks very much. Let me go to
Come on,
Kristen
man.
Welker now in our Washington, D.C. bureau, who has more. Kristen?
Well, Lester, just to reset for
I can see a
everyone,
path to
we
heaven, man.
are tracking the ongoing investigation that Tom was just talking about in the wake of former President Trump having been rushed off the stage after shots were fired at the Pennsylvania rally where he was speaking to
I
set
want
the
to see
scene for
where the
everyone.
bullet
The day
hit. If he
started
was
with the
in that
anticipation,
angle,
questions swirling about whether this might
boom,
be the
right
event
there, right
where
there.
he announced his
So
nominee
who
for vice
died
president.
behind him?
Obviously
That
now
bullet
the
kept
mood, the
traveling.
tone, the
Bullet
focus
has
has
no
shifted to
name.
this horrific act of political violence
Bullets
that
has
unfolded
no name.
at this Pennsylvania rally.
That
President
bullet
Biden
that
did address
hit
the
his
nation
ear,
just a short time ago,
it
saying
hit
this is
somebody
unheard of.
right behind him.
Everybody must condemn it. He said he had tried to speak with the former president, had not been able to, but is continuing those attempts. He's also getting briefed. I want to go to
Fuck
our
that. He was
senior White House
bleeding.
correspondent, Kelly
Somebody
O'Donnell,
died in that
who is following
motherfucker.
all of this along with us. Kelly, what's the latest there? Well, from the Biden White House
they just
perspective,
told you somebody died.
they were trying to get information to the president. He, of course, is in charge of the Department of
Come on,
Justice
we're
and
talking
the Secret
military.
Service that are, of course,
Come on now.
agencies that will be working on that. There is always a careful separation between the executive and the law
I'ma
enforcement
tell you
capabilities.
why.
But that's why
I'ma tell you
the
why.
Biden White House has a
We don't
critical
know
role to play
how
to provide the
hard the wind
resources at
is
the federal
blowing,
level to
or if he
investigate
was
this. The
the
president indicated
knockoff
that he also
sniper.
recognizes
There's
that state
snipers
and
out
local
here.
officials are very much involved at this right
Either
now.
way,
Part
nigga,
of what will be
man,
a
however you
question
want to
going
look at it,
forward
what you
is
trying
what
to
is the
say?
immediate change, if any, to the political calendar that is scheduled for this week with the
You think
Republican
it's
National
cap?
Convention
You think this
expected
shit is
to
cap?
be in Milwaukee with
And
lots of
somebody
important
died?
announcements. Obviously, a full
Hold
assessment
up,
of
hold
what is
up.
the condition of the former
They
president
just
right
they
now.
just
We
said on
don't
this
have
live
confirmed reporting
that
yet about the
somebody
state of
died.
that. When he
You
left
think
this
this
event
shit is
site, as the
cap?
video indicates, of course, he was taken and has the resources around him for medical
Exactly. It
care.
didn't land on
President
him.
Biden has said he wishes to
Someone
speak to Donald
died.
Trump tonight. That can happen whenever the two are able to connect. That is not necessarily a vital piece in terms of next steps, but it is the kind of gesture and important connection that actually does send a message right now that this is not about the politics of the moment and that there are bigger issues here with the current president and several former presidents talking about no room for political violence. We're hearing that from many elected officials on Capitol Hill as well. And right now we're in a period of a few different streams of information. What is the investigation producing? What is known about the shooter involved? The extent to which this was some kind of an organized attempt? Were there others involved? All of those questions need to be sorted out. Then there's the political fallout. There is typically a quieting period after
somebody shot.
Normally in
Hold on,
campaigns
you
that would
think
be
an
something far
assassination
less
on the president?
graphic than this. It might be the death of a loved one in a campaign. It might be a car accident. We've seen all those iterations before, and there's typically a quieting period.
And he missed that bad.
Turn
You
down
think
the
they
volume. Everyone
rub
catches their
blood on
breath
his ear?
before
they could have did that.
the real campaign resumes.
They tried to
So this is a
kill that
critical
man.
evening to gather facts, to get a sense of
They know
the
they
scope
ain't
of
got
this,
shit on him.
for direct communication between
He's
President
not a
Biden
politician.
as a person and former President
He's
Donald Trump
not
as
in
a
politics.
person, and not so much as candidates or in their office and former office. That's part of what's
See,
playing
this
out
should be
here.
a war.
Now, the president indicated he would
not.
speak again or
Yeah,
communicate
it is.
again if there were further developments.
Well, we're
And
gonna
there
go
are
higher level. All I
questions
can
to be
say is, get your
identified
passport
about what
game
next
up.
steps there should be, and
Black
are all
folks
the
need to start
resources there.
moving again.
Even a question about where does former President Trump go
Where we
in
go,
the
I
immediate
don't know.
hours ahead. He, of course, was on the road as a candidate
Mike,
in
I'm not this shit
Pennsylvania.
right here.
What is the immediate plan for his next
You
steps?
say what, my G?
Presidents and former presidents
Yeah,
have
this-
not only a lot of security around them, but often
I
their
mean, it's
homes
fucked up. He
have
did. They
additional
did try to shoot
security
at
as
him, but
well.
they
So
hit him.
finding a
Everybody's
way
pushing
to
the
safely
narrative like
transport
he got
him,
hit.
making
He's
certain of his
bleeding.
medical
What do you mean
situation,
they didn't
and then
hit
the
him?
necessary
He didn't get shot,
communication between the White House and the former
bro.
president.
It's the same
Those are
way
the
with
things we're watching.
Tupac.
Kristen?
He got robbed,
Kelly
shot in
O'Donnell
the
at the White
head.
House for us. Kelly, thank
But he
you. And
lived.
as
He
you have
got
been speaking,
graves.
Kelly,
Suge
we are
Knight got
watching
graves.
these chilling,
President
horrifying
Trump
images of the
just
former
got
president
graves.
rushed
What do you
off the
mean?
stage,
Now we
bloodied,
know high power
defiant,
rifles. No, you
that
didn't.
traditional fist pump that
No
Donald
way in
Trump
hell.
is known for as
Peace
he
sign
is
shit.
whisked
I bet
away
my
to
last
get
dollar
medical
fist on your
care.
ass.
Lester Holt is back with us. Lester.
Kristen Welker, thank you.
Still
NBC's
alive.
Dasha Burns is
He
just
still got
outside
the
that